today at Mint in Mind we're doing a little bit of a toy room tour. And today we're visiting the toy room of Toybuster, Wesley.
Hi everyone.
So Wesley and I go way back.
Way back, yeah.
Right? Our entire childhood revolved around toys, right?
Right, yeah, exactly, yeah, it was only toys.
I think we were primed to do this one day, to become toy collectors with the way we were into the products.
For sure. We were basically the weird group in the class, you know, that only was talking about toys and was having toys and were focused on toys and yeah.
So nothing really changed, I guess.
That's true.
I think it's safe to say that marketing worked very well on us. We're gonna take a look around in Wesley's attic, which is a lovely little time capsule of everything 80s. And I can't wait to show you what he has. So when we were growing up, I had my favorite toy lines. You had your favorite toy lines. What kind of lines were you into when you were growing up?
I think the main two were Master of the Universe and Ghostbusters, I would say. Yeah, and that kind of complemented what you were collecting as well. Like we always had a nice kind of separation between the toy lines we collected so we could have more toys.
No, it was a great system.
Yeah.
Like I would go to your house to play with Ghostbusters and you had a massive amount of He-Man as well. And I had Transformers, partially from my older brother and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then later we found each other again in Ninja Turtles, I think.
I think so, yeah. That's the focal point of where it ended a little bit.
So did you grow out of it and did you have to come back to the hobby? Or was it always sort of there in the background for you?
It was always there. I guess I started with collecting when I was 16. I think I collected both movies and toys, but mostly movies. Like I still buy Blu-rays, 4K, UHDs and stuff like that only 5 people in the world still do, but everyone's streaming, but I'm the only one that kind of collects these odd movies. And
the physical media.
Physical media, yes please. I was planning to build this attic just for movies. So that was the whole setup, like, oh, my own little cinema. But now it's turned into the toy room. So it's kind of a mix of an 80s style room with movies as the idea that got taken over by a lot of vintage toys.
So one of the things I really like about Toybuster's collection is that it's not just the collection itself. This entire room feels of the time, feels of the 80s. It's the colors, it's the deco, it's the art on the walls. It's just gorgeous. And like stuff like this, like the shrine of Ghostbuster box art and original Ghostbuster accessories and roleplay toys. It's just beautiful, man. You know, there's a lot of variation in this collection, which I appreciate. Even stuff like the little Happy Meal robot toys and exchangeables. Awesome. So Ghostbusters, so a lot of your stuff from your collection are recent acquisitions, right?
Correct.
But there's also some stuff in here that's from your childhood collection.
Correct. When I picked everything up from my parents' place, I already had to do some cleaning up to do. So there's some stuff that's in here, but I really had to, fix them up, clean them up. So this is a great example for where you can see this was my childhood one, because it just got scotch tape on the eyeball. It's not yellow, by the way, but and also the cord was cut.
So is this bug eye now more precious to you than a completely clean one would be?
Yeah, I would say so. This is childhood. I would say this is also a good example. The steak of marshmallow one, because this one is still pretty white, and I didn't do anything to it, so it's pretty amazing that it's still in this good condition. So I would say this is all from my childhood, pretty much all the Getter stuff, except for Bishop and the Scorpion Alien.
Scorpion Alien.
Yeah.
And what's the story with the Spyrus Lego?
Yeah, so maybe if you saw my recent post, it's basically a Lego figure that I really wanted, but I didn't have any money, of course. I was a kid, I had some allowance, but not much. It was pretty expensive, I would say. So what I did instead is basically sell my entire MOTU collection.
What?
Yes, it was a bad decision in every which way, because I don't know, I even had to like put in extra money as well. Like it wasn't even enough to buy it. So because I sold every figure for like, I don't know, 50 cents, like calculating that back to either euros or dollars. So yeah, not a good decision.
So this is what's left of your original MOTU collection.
Exactly. That's a very good analogy. So this is more like a statue of disappointment than it is like a proud recipient. But it's still like it's an awesome one, I would say. I still like it. But yeah, it has a sad story attached to it. So these are still the boxes from my Skull Mountain and my Spider. And they're still in pretty good condition. The original price is still on there, if you believe it.
Oh wow.
Which is
29.95 guilders.
So that's 15 euros/dollars. So yeah, that you won't get that for that price anymore.
I miss those days.
Spider as well, like all the artwork from Master of the Universe is amazing. So this Snake Mountain is a new one, of course, because like I told, I sold everything. But coming back to trying to keep as much of the memories I had as a kid, the paint job on this one is extremely similar to the ones we had or we played with when we were young. So it's really literally replacing it instead of just picking any Snake Mountain.
So was there a lot of variation in how the Snake Mountain face looked?
Yeah, for sure. Like the same, I would say, could be said for Castle Grayskull. Like every Castle Grayskull is unique because every paint job was different. And the same was for Snake Mountain, where this was entirely gray and the blacks were not as pronounced everywhere. So it was, yeah, whoever was working in the factory and felt like where to put the paint is basically what it turn out to be, but yeah, this paint application is pretty similar to the ones, and you'll show the photo here.
So there was a long hunt finding a Snake Mountain that looked like your Snake Mountain.
Yeah, and you just stumbled on it by accident, so it's not anything like I was hunting for, but you have to keep your eyes open for sure. So this is basically part of the storage setup where I had 4 lockers in different colors. We like colors, obviously, here in this house. And I thought it would be awesome to put these license plate on that were kind of related to what was on here, but it, you know, so Assman. License plate connects to the Seinfeld set over here.
That's amazing that they made Seinfeld Legos.
Assman.
So this is all childhood,
yeah,
old catalogs and pamphlets.
Catalogs and card backs as well. Also the crosses on the back I love, which I always did as a kid. Because then just to sign off what you had.
So you were already a collector back
Pretty
then.
much, yeah. It's in our blood.
Oh, the Panini stickers. Yes.
yes.
You gotta love how local this feels. So Wes, what's like your most recent find?
Well, here we are. The Kenner Real Ghostbusters. I did have the reissues, and they're great. I mean, in terms of reissues, they're the best, I would say, I've seen any reissues like that. But the longer you get into this hobby, the more you see the differences, the more you see the subtle details that are in those originals. And it also connects, it more sticks to my goal when toy collecting is to keep it as original as possible. So here we are.
So which one of the toys in your collection was like the hardest to find? Which one was one that you really had to hunt for?
That's a good question. I would say one of the Mighty Maxes. Mighty Max Freaks Freako.
Ooh.
And to find it, just to find it is already hard enough. To find it complete is another thing altogether. And then to find it in a relatively nice condition is, yeah, really tough. I think I got it for like 80 euros. So I recently saw a video from our friend Ed, and they were at an event and it was like 250. So talking about a price point for something. So here we are at my Mighty Max windowsill, you could say. It's a combination, it's not really in order, it's more arranged in color, I would say. 3, 4 are from my childhood, the rest is all added, because I love Mighty Max. It's, I would say, besides Real Ghostbusters and MOTU, Mighty Max is awesome.
And this one is probably one of the more rare ones, right?
For sure, and not only that it's rare, but it's also rare in that it's the only Mighty Max set or Doomstone that I know of that opens up like this. Sideways, definitely one of my favorites.
So Wes, what item are you still looking for? Like, what's high on the list for like future toy shows?
I would say the highest list now that I've completed my MOTU is to continue collecting MOTU. So the next in line is of course the new adventures. And I've made already a little bit of room here because I had my Castle Grayskull right here. But I want to make room for Starship Eternia, which I think is still amazing and expensive and hard to find, but gonna keep looking.
La Starship Eternia adopta múltiples formas. Es la supernave de He-Man.
So Wes, your house is on fire.
Holy shit.
You can only rescue one toy. Which one would you take?
I would take Spider.
Yeah, Spider is the one?
I would say so, yeah. It's not only the design, it looks amazing. It's one of my first vintage toys I've gotten, and it can walk on its own as well.
Question I always like to ask is, what if there was a time machine that you could put something from this room into that time machine and send it back to childhood Wesley?
Yes.
What item would that be?
Ooh, that's a tough one. One playset we never had as a kid, which is pretty iconic, is Castle Grayskull.
Ooh.
I only had like a wooden version that I made myself, and it was terrible.
You had a custom,
yes,
homebrew Castle Grayskull
with a marker, you know, drawing the skull on it. It was the best we could do.
I hope we have a picture of that.
Yeah.
You do?
No, I don't. I don't.
So, thanks for the tour, Wes. That was fun.
You're welcome.
I mean, lots of stuff I know from our childhood, but I'm glad we got a chance to share it with all of you. And, you know, because you've been so hospitable, I brought you a little something.
This comes as a total surprise. That's awesome. You bought it. You're the one that bought it.
Ow!
It's a McDonald's placemat promoting the 87 movie of Masters of the Universe.
It's a Dutch McDonald's placemat.
True, yes.
Promoting the movie that we loved so much, the 1987 Masters of the Universe movie. If you haven't watched it, then why aren't you watching it right now?
What are you doing? Do something with your life. Come on.
Go watch it.
It's awesome. Thanks, man.
And that brings us to the end of this episode of Mint in Mind. It is lovely toy tour. Thanks again for having us, Wes.
Thank you.
If people want to see more material from your collection, where do they go?
On Instagram and search Toybuster. You can find it here. Link, click here.
Click here, Toybuster. For now, I would just like to say, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, keep it Mint in Mind. Close sucker.